Hi, folks, and welcome to more Connecticut Sun, MyWNBA here on 2K25 on the Tisbury 33 Games channel. Cody Shalafu here, and disappointing season. Look at the standings of this past year. Fourth worst team in the league after winning a championship the year before. Pretty much a 400 team any way you cut it. 3-9 in conference, 3-9 in division, 8-12 on the road, 8-12 at home. Just consistently not great. One of the worst differentials in the league, the fourth worst. And yeah, we just didn't win consistently. If you look at our schedule, can we see our schedule? We probably can't see our schedule now. Again, just didn't work out. Look at our team before we head into this offseason and getting older. 34 years old, 30 years old, 28, 30, 39, 32. We look at the contracts. Thomas, we have for another year. Jones, Carrington. All these three guys, these three ladies, they're our backbone. They're here for another couple of years. We have Marina Mabry for 2 more years. This could be it for DeWanna Bonner. She wants to come back. I think we'll bring her back on 1-year deals. Again, she's getting older. It's a nice veteran presence to have, but we're not going to be relying on her as we have in years past. Olivia Nelson-Ododa looks like she's taking steps forward. We saw a big growth from her last offseason and had an increased role with us this year and played very well in about most minutes she's gotten. So we'll see what comes of her. Ariel Powers probably going to get kicked to the curb, trying to free up some cap space. Anelli Ewing did great as her backup point guard and such. So we will see what this team has to offer. Marianne Ball, someone we got in a trade. Jackie Erhan, our first-round pick from last year. Cheyenne King, a pick from last year as well. And this is what we got going. So let us get right into this offseason. The Sparks beat the Aces, or the Aces beat the Sparks, and player retirement goes like this. Tina Charles, she is one of the best players to ever stood it up. Actually played with the Sun since 2010. I thought Tina Charles was a lot older than this. I thought she was someone that played in the early 2000s, but no, went to UConn, played in drafted in 2010. And I don't know, she's on like the same Maya Moore trajectory, like a little bit younger than her. I would not have guessed that, but she's an absolute beast. I think the top rebounder in the history of the league after it's in this series. I think in real life she's close to it, if not won that award. And let's just look at award history. So an MVP in 2012, a 9-time All-Star, a bunch of all WNBA teams, one of the greats. She's going to be a Hall of Famer, no doubt. Christy Tolliver, the 3rd overall pick in 2009. These are her accolades. Epiphany Prince, 4th overall in 2010 from Rutgers, WNBA champion in 2020. Her accolades. Landella Dawn, one of the best to ever do it. I think it was her and Brittany Griner, that was the class for her. And I think Skylar Diggins-Smith was in that as well. But 2-time MVP, a bunch of All-Stars, a bunch of All-NBAs. Won a championship in 2019. She's awesome. Danielle Robinson, got a couple of accolades there for her. Sydney Colson, she retires as well. Won 3 WNBA championships in a row from 22 to 2024. Kelsey Holmes, she retired with not much. And Yvonne Turner, nothing on the accolades. Staff retirements, sure. Hall of Fame inductions, Charles and Della Dawn. That makes sense. League meetings, we're going to reject that. Yeah, again, we're not going to do any crazy altering moves in terms of rule changes, unless I want to jazz something up real quick. But we are in the lottery for the first time, and this means that we're going to really have a look at the prospects, and we jump up. We have a 13% chance to get number 1 overall pick, and we have leapfrogged in the top 2. So that means we have bypassed 2 teams here, and it will be the Mercury and the Storm. And let's see, do we get the number 1 overall pick? The first year we were in the lottery in quite some time. It's going to be us and the Dream. The Dream had it last season, and they're going to have it again. But we will have the number 2 overall pick, and this is awesome to kind of get a young superstar in here. He talked about how old our team is, or we'll say wise our team is. Again, you don't like to call women old. How wise our team is, right? So we will do that. I'm going to make some staff signings and see what's up. I'll be back and just kind of show you who we got at the end of it all. All right, so here's our new staff. Pokey Ferguson, which I guess is me. All right, sure. Nikki Chigu is our governor. Cody Anderson stays there, so it's a new CFO in Chow Vaughn. Head coach, we retain Stephanie White. We believe in Stephanie White. And then Benny Thorpe, we make our head scout. And then team doctor, Carissa Green, she is still there. All right, let's get through this. All righty. And here we go. We are going to change the target players, and let's check on the players in this year's draft, shall we? So, again, usually it looks like there's one big fish in Angel Cook and JC Phillips and the rest after that. So let's see if we can make a move maybe for Angel Cook. But why is she so important? Well, this is what she averaging in college right now, but can shoot from anywhere, can score from play even anywhere. Yeah, this would be an incredible get for us out of Duke. We'll see if she falls. I doubt she falls. She's number 1 everywhere. Do we make a trade with the Dream, an offer they can't refuse? Because there it looks like to be a drastic fall off from the rest. JC Phillips is next. A good outside shooter, good perimeter defender. But this is as a post player, 6'6". That plays no matter where you're at. Jonquel Jones is the comparison there. Alicia Bell, All-NBA. Brittany Griner, her comparison, another big. Good rebounder. Let's see what he has. Not great shooting wise. Mostly just a good defender. Not even a great rebounder. Yeah, you see how the talent here drops down. Adrian Toole. She's a good mid-range shooter, and that's really her claim to fame as a wing from Australia. So Adrian Toole, I guess, right? With her stats and then Maya Moore is the comparison, so that's actually not that bad. Mariella Young, Maya Moore comparison as well. Decent mid-range shooters. Make sure that these reset. Yep, kind of jack of all trades, master of none from Colorado State. Teresa Ramirez, a guard, and we could use a guard. Outside shooter, not the best playmaker. Her comp is Chelsea Gray, which makes sense. Flores Jordan Canada, who's a pretty good player. Morgan Monroe, and then Julie Clemens. So I'm going to finish up all these scouting on everybody, and then I guess I'll see you, I think, free agency first, then the draft. So let's see what we can do. Maybe make a trade, but I'll meet you guys when it's time to see what we got going on. Here we are in free agency, and oh boy, this is a stacked class. Now you look at the top of the screen, we only have 199,000 in cap space to go. I might try to make a move. I would love to land a big fish and then also move up and get that number 1 pick. I think that would be an incredible play for us. Who would we be going after if we get to? Obviously, look, Clayton Clark is that dude, right? Like all these badges, everything. Look at her stats. Only played in, I think, 3 games this year. But yeah, has been just the best player in the league, really. Angel Reese right behind her. Really incredible rebounder. Absolutely phenomenal rebounder. Has been getting better with the scoring touch around the basket. But more of a top-tier defender rebounder type. Camila Cardoso probably like more than Reese just because of her ability to be more efficient scoring-wise. The blocks per game is awesome. Is just as good as a rebounder, I think. I would go after Cardoso before I went after Angel Reese. Aaliyah Boston, she's a restricted free agent. And and then all these guys had their player options declined. I don't know why they would ever do that. Aaliyah Boston, She's phenomenal. She's awesome. A little bit more advanced scoring-wise than Cardoso, but I think they offer pretty similar skill sets. Everyone's favorite player, Cameron Brink, who has developed into a fine outside shooter. She's an absolute stud. Would love to have her just high efficient. She might be target number 1 if I were to choose one. Rickea Jackson, she would be target number 2. Both of these Sparks' rookies from last year, or a couple of last year in real life. 20 points per game. This is just a bucket getter and something that we haven't had. We've been a very defensive team, and having a bucket getter like Rickea Jackson, kind of like how we had Ariel Atkins. I was looking for the name, struggling for the name. That would have been great. And Aaliyah Edwards, another player that I would love to get. Double-double machine, low post scorer, versatile defender, can step out and, knock down a shot. Kind of in the Bree Jones mold. That's what we're looking for. If we don't make a move and say, hey, you know what, this is what it is, these Bettinger, Lee Hamilton, someone that we can afford with the 191 in the expected cap. But if we want to keep, DeWanna Bonner plus go get somebody, we're going to have to make some moves. So let me go out, try to move some cap space around, see what I got, and then I will be back to see what we can do potentially to make some moves. Give me a second. All right, we have a proposed trade here, a 3-team trade. This is how we're going to get that first pick potentially and free up some cap space to go sign a big fish. Brianna Jones, I kind of saw as the odd woman out. Still incredibly good, but did have a decent dip. This is per 36. So this is what she had. So a decent dip in stats. And definitely the efficiency is what I think hurt a little bit. 31 years old, still really, really, really good. Just nothing that I'm like... Of the players I wanted to move, this is the player that I think I was okay moving. Especially if we get the number 1 pick. Because of the number 1 player, that name escapes me. A wing / forward. And then obviously you have Alyssa Thomas already. Nelson Adota, if she takes a step up, and we can also go get a wing or a center in free agency. There were plenty of bigs options there. If you even go after Caitlin Clark, that would be interesting. Let's see. Well, Brianna Jones would be going to the Mystics. The Mystics would be taking Azura Person, the number 2 overall pick from 2 years ago. Their first round pick, which is selected number 5. On Brianna Jones, also we're taking our number 2 overall pick, sending that to Atlanta. Atlanta would be getting Azura Person and the pick aforementioned number 5, and then we would get the number 1 overall pick. So let us see if this works. So the Mystics are who is not working. Let me go work this trade out a little bit more. Okay, so all I did was I took the players out, so it's going to be Brianna Jones, the only player moving. The Mystics were fine. The Dream were fine taking that first pick and making it 2 picks. All right. So now let's look at our team. Have a glaring hole, or we have a player missing, but now we have about $500,000 of cap space to work with. Let's see who we're going to go after. All right, here we go. Our free agent roundup, as usual. Again, it kind of moves really quickly. Aces, they signed Carly Samuelson to a 1-year, $71,000 deal. Not too much for them. The Dream were active. They got Daisha Fair on a 1-year deal, Maddie Seacrest on a 1-year deal, and Letitia Harry on a 1-year deal. And again, so let's look at this teams now. So after the free agent moving, it's Plum, Samuelson, Ryan Howard, Asia Wilson, Shakira Austin, Sophie Cunningham, John Colch. I mean, just an absolute stud team, right? So they're one. I guess I don't even have it shown on. No, Carly Samuelson was the movement here, coming over from Washington. So there you go. So she goes in as the 2. Here are the moves now for the Dream. Fair ended up being an all-rookie selection last year, and then Letitia Mary resigns, And I think Maddie Siegrist was the other signing, and she spent time with Atlanta and Dallas a season ago. So there you go for them. The Fever, they end up retaining Caitlin Clark and then signing Angel Reese. So the enemies become friends. So Angel Reese joins, Jackie Young, obviously Caitlin Clark still there, Leah Boston still there, and Alana Smith who was there. So this is an absolutely stacked squad now. Angel Reese joining Indiana. That's just hilarious, I think. And then a pretty good bench. Obviously, Tasia Buckner averaged 14 points per game, 13 points per game last year after 4 the year previous. So an absolute banger off season by the Fever. They get much, much better. The Liberty, they get Niara Sabali, which I think is a re-signing. That's the only move they made. Let's check them again. Jordan Canada, Kelsey Mitchell, Kalia Cooper, Stewart, and Elizabeth Williams, Chelsea Gray, and now you add back Sabali. So there you go. The Lynx this year, Dorka Juhas, I believe is how you say that, and Julie Allenmond. So Allenmond is going to be your starting point guard for the moment, at least, and Dorka Juhas staying there from the University of Connecticut and re-upping with Minnesota. The Mercury, Alyssa Pilley from Minnesota, now is going to be the 3, and they also got Sika Kone as well. So 2 max deals for the Mercury, who are looking to compete. Yes, looking to compete after losing out, I think, on the number 1 pick. I think they got the 4th pick this year. The Mystics, they end up signing a few players. Jade Melbourne and Cameron Brink is the big one there. So Cam Brink slides in there with a rebuilding squad. Again, they now have Brianna Jones on their roster. So yes, now we have a big heavy roster. We'll see what they do with that. Kalani Brown goes, and Dia Whittington goes as well. For the Sky, Camila Cardoso resigns. They do not keep Angel Reese. So this is a really, really good squad. It's still a pretty good squad, but now Zura Stevens moves up with Reese gone, and I think they could only keep one of the 2 situation, but they do get Temi Fagbenle to help out as well. Sparks, they lose both of their star rookies, so this is a team that is now looking a whole lot different. No Rukia Jackson, no Cam Brink. And where did Rukia Jackson go? Well, she went to the Storm, 4-year, $1.25 million deal. So Rukia Jackson, someone that we put 3 offers out. Jackson was one of them. Clark was the other one. So obviously they did not sign with us, but we were able to sign the 3rd player that we put an offer out to, and that is Aaliyah Edwards. We also got Nika Mole as well. So now looking at our team, this is going to change, obviously, and the moment being, I think this is actually like a little snapshot into the overalls after the training. But Aaliyah Edwards and Nika Mole come to us, both UConn players, not going after them on purpose, just going after them to go after them. But they are now on our squad. Mole, we wanted some more playmaking at point guard. Aaliyah Edwards comes in as just a big body down low that we're going to use on our team, so I cannot wait to see them get into action. You do notice no Dewana Bonner. I don't think anyone signed Dewana Bonner. We will be trying to re-sign her for the minimum if we can, or just at a certain point. And then here are the wings. Is acquisition J.C. Selden basically staying and adding Nafisa Collier, Satu Sabali, and Tierra McCowan, one of the best front courts, probably the best front court in the league. And then that is what we got going on. So we will head over to player progression, and here is what we got. Alyssa Thomas down 3 points, Aaliyah Edwards up 3 points, and Anelli Ewing up 7 to 82 overall. Erhan up 6 to 73, and King up a couple to 66. Other than that, Mabry, Carrington staying where they are at. Mole went up 1, but yeah, I like the progression from our team. Wings up 5 for Rice, up 4 for Roberto. Aces down 2 for Jonquel Jones, up 7 for Jiyun Parker, so that's awesome. Kayla Holton she goes up 7, and Lindsey Burks, she goes up 7. So look at that. Two great finds for the Dream Team. They should be competing hopefully soon. And Katie Carlson, she goes up by 6. Maren Armstrong, she goes up by 4. Very interesting. Clark down 2, however. Reese up 1, and then Boston down 2. You would think maybe this is the ACL surgery that she had. Emily Madsen moves up. Tasia Buckner only up 1, but we'll see if her stats continue. Down 2 for Cooper, down 3 for Gray and Williams, up 6 for Kaya Ryan. Here is the Lynx movement. Griner down 3. She gets 36 years old. And Tasha Howard down 4. Here's the Mercury. A lot of up, a lot of down. And led by Anna Dawkins, up 7. Up 3 for Alyssa Pilley. And then up 4 for Jillian Booker. Down 4 for Natasha Cloud, one of the older players in the league. Wiser players in the league, we'll say. Azura Person up by 5. Jillian Johnson up by 7. Brianna Jones does go down by 3. So maybe we were able to get off of her at the perfect time. Really. So we'll see if that makes a difference. And Kristen Wennington, the number 3 overall pick last year, yep, she up by 7. So a big jump in overall for her. The Sky stay pretty much the same with Ogumake going down 2. The big drop off for Hamby at -4. Everybody else seems like they are doing all right in Sparksland. Rakea Jackson up 1 to an 89. Jewel Lloyd down 1. No, nothing too crazy. Tanya Green goes up by 5, however. And that is it for player progression. We will see you in the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the draft is here. The Sun are on the clock. Let's just see what we can get. We're not going to trade the pick because I really love how we've got younger and I think better. But let's just see, just for curiosity's sake, what the number 1 pick would fetch us. Jiyun Parker, who just went up a whole bunch from the Aces, but we don't want to give them that. Definitely not 2 first-round picks, but definitely not first-round pick. No. So nothing really crazy. The 4th pick and a pick next year. Is there a person trying to go for the number 1 overall pick? 2 picks from the Sky, 2 picks from the Sparks, 2 from the Storm. Yeah, no, not even a little bit. We are going to choose our prospect. It will be Angel Cook. Hall of Fame ceiling, starter floor. She is a wing player at 6'1", 150 from Duke. Smart player, doesn't make many mistakes. Decent handle, is a good low post scorer. No significant weaknesses, and nothing medically. This is what she averaged at Duke. These are her attributes. Good inside scorer, great outside scorer, decent playmaker, pretty good defender everywhere, good athleticism, and a good rebounder for her size. We will take that. We will take that. Any badges? Posterizer badge. I'd love to see that. And the number 1 pick by far on everyone's board, let us take Angel Cook. Proven scorer. Cook has led whatever the nation in scoring. And here we go. So Alicia Bell goes next. Again, we're going to look at the first round, and then we're going to just move on to our picks. JC Phillips, she is going to the Storm, who got Rakea Jackson and now Phillips. Adrian Toole from Australia. Julie Clemens, so they take the number 1 pick and turn it into 2 players. We'll see how good they are at the end of the draft. Mariella Young from Colorado State, small forward to the Lynx. Ezzie Hendricks, fire name alert, 6'2" to Louisville, from Louisville. And Sparks want Maddie Siegrist. I will say no. I think the Dream have just been doing real too good. Morgan Monroe, she is going to the Sparks. Sabrina Caver, point guard to Atlanta. Stacy Olic from Serbia is going to the Sky. The Fever on the clock. Do they want a first-round pick or do they want Brianna Sykes? Mystics got Brink. So, yeah, we're going to say no because they got Brink. They're in a competitive spot. So, we'll say no to that. And then Astu Brewer is going to go to the Aces. So we will see you with our next selection. With this selection, we're going to take Rashea Randall. She is a big from Holy Cross. So shout out Worcester. Really good outside shooter. Not great inside. Something we'll have to develop. Good defender, decent rebounders between her or what? Keishree Wellesley, who's a more just all-world defender. So we're going to go with Randall, see what we got going, and Rashea Randall is coming to Connecticut. I'm going to take Katia Buckner here just as a flyer wing. All right, so here's where the overall stack up. Angel Cook, 79 overall, just absolutely incredible. Way better than everybody else. J.C. Phillips probably going to be number 2. If we stuck at number 2, they went Alicia Ball. So they took Alicia Ball and Julie Clemens, 2 centers. Yeah, I don't know. I guess so. And we got Cook, the stud of the draft. And looking at some overalls and knowing what we picked, I think we got like the best players in the draft. So 71, we ended up getting Rashea Randall at 69. She's better than both players the Dream took at 2 and 3. And basically a first-round player. Keishree Wellesley and Odyssey Knox were 2 players I was thinking other than the Randall pick. So they ended up being a little bit better, but I think that overall we're fine with Rashea Randall just being just an absolute stud scorer out there. We ended up also taking Katia Buckner. It was okay. I was kind of just, I don't know if we're going to sign her anyway, but that is how that all shaped up. We are going to sign all 3, apparently. Buckner, Randall, and Cook are all going to make the squad. And let's see. Maybe they're not going to. So if we look at our roster, we need to let go of 1 player. It might be Marianne Ball. I mean, I didn't want Buckner, but B- potential. Can I go back to rookie signings? Yeah, they already signed. So, yeah, it's probably Marianne Ball. I mean, what does she do well? She shoots well, but not really from 3. And not a great playmaker, more of a wing, not a fantastic defender. I think I am A-okay getting rid of Ball. Also, yeah, some who resign. I kind of want to go see DeWanna Bonner out there. DeWanna Bonner out here. She is out here. I really like to have DeWanna Bonner on my team again. Let me make some moves, or I'll see what I got, and then we'll show kind of the team and what it's looking like in a moment. All right, here we go. I went around the league and just made some position changes so teams weren't having like 9 centers and stuff. So, but this is what our team's going to look like, at least in terms of the rotation. Nika Mole will start at point guard. We like just her playmaking ability, averaged over 4 assists last year, and get another extra playmaker to go along with Edwards. Carrington, still our defensive stopper. It's going to be Angel Cook getting the start and number 1 overall pick. Let her go. Alyssa Thomas and Aaliyah Edwards are going to be our bigs. We're going to start Edwards out on center. Thomas has more flexibility in terms of defending, so I like her at the 4 spot. Mabry is going to come off the bench again. Ewing is going to be with her, Olivia Nelson-Adota. These are going to be our top 3, our wing, our guard, and our big. Top 3 off the bench, and then Bonner's going to get in off the bench, and Rashea Randall we're going to give 6 minutes. They did have Jackie Irhan, but I thought having an extra like center type big was helpful, as we already have like 2 wings. You get 2 bigs, and then Bonner kind of a flex, and then Cheyenne King on our bench. And that's how we're going to start, at least, and let us get right into it, see what we have against the Mystics. As always, you will simulate. If we get a good game, we will jump in, and let's get this season underway. Already loving the start, a little bit better than we were last year. Continue simulation, up by 10, big fourth quarter, 2 minutes, and we are killing it. Let's see what everyone did in their first games. It was Edwards, 23 and 10, 10 of 17 shooting. Carrington, 12 points for her. Angel Cook in her first game hit a couple of threes and had 9 points. Bonner off the bench was fine. Mule had 4 steals and 2 assists. Randall in her limited action, 5 points, hit a 3 as well. Nelson Adota did well. Yeah, everyone just looks like they played well. Mabry not too great. Ewing not too great. And Thomas had 6 free throw line, but 6 rebounds, 7 assists. That is Alyssa Thomas. All right, let's go find some games, see if we can jump in. Here we are. It is a 5-point game, a little bit. I just want to kind of see our team for the first time here on screen. Our new look squad. It's Collier against Angel Cook, and Cook wins that battle. Again, Collier, one of my favorite players and one of the best players in the league, and Cook goes right down the lane. She misses the bunny. But again, kind of just wanted to jump in here and get a look at our new look squad. Edwards out there. We have Cook out there. Rule out there. Literally a whole new squad out there at the moment. Carrington gets scored on by Collier, mismatch in the post. Shea Randall out there as well. Also kind of get some juicy thumbnail material as well. So I wanted to get some of these players on screen. Edwards pops up a shot, no good. And now with a minute left, this one-possession game. Alberto has the 3-point mark by her name. McCowan over to Taylor. Again, they're going to just go down and set up Collier. Turnaround jumper, no good. Edwards the rebound. Nika Moole. Got a bunch of UConn players on the court right now. Collier, Edwards, Moole off the top of my head. Edwards against McCowan. Randall, 3-pointer on the way, no good. Collier scoops up the rebound. Last chance for them. And it's going to be a foul on Edwards. And send Collier to the line. Let's see what Nafisa can do. First one is up and rattles out. So no dice. And that one is good. Mabry's going to check in. She's going to go to the foul line. Oh, no, she won't quite yet. So it looks like Nika Moole's going to be the one taking our free throws. And she will get hacked. She will get fouled. Let's see what she can do. First on-screen attempts for Nika. And nope, goes in. There you go. And misses the second. So timeout is called. Now the Wings, a chance to tie the game. 21 seconds remaining. Sheldon working on Mabry. Mabry playing tough defense. Sabali spins. Can't hit it. Allen outside. Drains it. Tie ball game. Tough. TUFF tough. So now we got to go out and win it. Looks like Thomas probably fouled out. She is not on the floor. Mabry had a game winner last year that we got to see. Cook in her young career. She hits it. Angel Cook. I think the third game of the season, wins it for the Sun. Wow. Incredible. Now let me get some thumbnails. Here we are against the Fever a couple days later after that game winner. We are down by 2, minute 6 left. Fever with the ball. Ewing on her, on Clark. Clark dancing. One of the players we gave an offer to, she decided to stay home. I don't know why she would ever leave. Get the offensive rebound. Back to Jackie Young now. Multiple closers on this team. Hahn, not one of them, I would say, but she is there. And she hits the wacky layup. That's what happens when you're 6'11". In a league where the tallest players are usually 6'6" or around that height. All right, so let's see what we can do on offense. Obviously, Angel Cook hit the game winner last game we saw. She will start with the throw-in. And gets to Thomas. Thomas guarded by Angel Reese. Yes, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark on the same ball club. Mabry steps back, finds space, misses. Boston the rebound. And we're going to free throws. And we might not be in this game for much longer. Clark automatic on the first. Drains the second. Let's see. If we don't score on this possession, we're going to wrap it up. Gonna wrap this one up. Maybe looks. Cook in the corner. Thought about it. Alana Smith guarding. Cook this time frees up space. Drains it. Okay, well, you've caught my attention, ladies. And Jackie Young to the line. I think left-handed? Do I know ball? I don't. First one's good. Second one, also good. Timeout to advance. Mabry, oh, you had it right there. Had it right there. Oh, you had Carrington in the corner as well. And you can't waste too much time here. And that's exactly what we are doing. And, yeah, this one is over. Thomas outside. Cook. Step through. No good. And that will be your ball game. Fever hang on and beat us 105-99. All right, and Nellie Ewing at the line. I think I heard the guy say 3 shots. So fouled on a three-pointer. First one's up. Second one misses. So we are doing 3 shots here. And this one to tie it. And we hit it. So Chicago Sky are in town again. Cardoso and Ionescu and Ngumukwe and Ariel Atkins. No Angel Reese, who is in Indiana at the moment. And Ionescu going to work. Edwards with the board. Dejanay Carrington up ahead to Alyssa Thomas. Still our pride and joy and our heart and soul of this team. And Thomas can't get that shot to go. You'll see what happens here. Again, I really like the squad we put together. Cardoso fadeaway, misses. Edwards there playing center for us. Obviously, we have Cook, who we're going to build around for quite a bit. And you can see on the bottom was the Kia Performance Rookie of the Month. As Ewing gives the lead. 1:04 left to go. 13 points in 14 minutes for Nellie Ewing. She is, what a find. I think she was our first ever draft pick in the series, which is awesome that we're able to develop talent like that. Ionescu misses, but Cardoso is right there with the offensive board and had the angle. See, Brittany Griner is going to continue to set the blocks. I think we're going to, every 5 years, do a stat check to see what happens in the league, what happens with our team, and kind of go over some new records broken and things like that. You also see our scoring leaders on the bottom. Edwards, 17, 16 points per game. We love to see that, and we really like the production we're getting from everybody. Again, still a everybody performing type team, but Edwards is our main focal point. Nika Mule gets Ionescu off of the ground, drives, and still can't put it down. Still anyone's ball game. Ionescu working on Nika. Goes right down to the rim, and tough shot. So we basically have the final shot with like half a second separating the shot in game. I'd love to just hold for the final shot. We're going to put it in the hands of Dejanay Carrington. Love a pick and roll with one of our 2 bigs. And it's going to be Edwards. I like the call. Carrington frees herself up some space. Hits the 3 with 2.3 left to go. Carrington. Cold-blooded. And you got to guard Ionescu with your life here. She can hit from anywhere. She gets a clean look. Yeah, she hits it. We're going to overtime. Again, you got to guard her with your life, like I said. Nika, a little bit too much cushion. I would have loved to see Dejanay on her for that final possession, at least the whole game, really. All right, and then as we do in overtime, we are going to get into the game. We're going to sim, see if this game comes close with the other 2 minutes left to go. Very nice, very nice. And cast, and cast. All right, continue simulation. They go up 3. And about a minute to go, we're going to jump in. And we have the ball down by 1 with a minute 08 left to go in overtime. Carrington, Moole, Edwards, Cook. So starters out there for us. Thomas in the corner. Cook gets the Thomas screen. She takes a long 3, and it misses. Would like to saw some better offense. I think we're a much better ball movement offense than we are an ISO offense. Ionescu, rare miss, and great rebound by Cook with Cardoso on her back. All right, where's the mismatch? There's a mismatch anywhere. Not really. Carrington to the cup, gets fouled by her former teammate. And Atkins puts Carrington to the line to give us potentially the lead. Dejanay gets the first. Tie ball game. Chicago will have the last shot, whether we're tied or ahead. And they make it. We make it. They will get a chance. Ionescu. Oh, too much space. Sabrina misses. And good job by Alyssa Thomas to get that ball to Carrington. Thomas, not a great free throw shooter. You've seen her struggle from line, both in the box score, obviously on screen. Carrington hits both, gives us a 3-point lead. So we cannot give up the space that Ionescu had earlier. They're running that same play. And let Atkins follow through. And Ionescu, enough space. Oh, she should have taken it. Was that Garrett? I don't even know who that is. She gets a 3 and gives them the tie. What a crazy game back and forth. Carrington spins, loses the ball. Ionescu has it on the fast break. Atkins to her side. She pulls up for the win. Double overtime. Oh my goodness. And Gravit, is the one who hit that shot. Tie things up. Oh, is she the Serbian that they drafted? Gotta love that. So we're going to double overtime here, Mohegan Sun Arena. Let us see what we got going. And again, we will go to the Simcast and see what we have for overtime number 2. All right, they take the lead. We still haven't scored. All right, 30 seconds left. We're going to jump in. We have the ball down by 2. Moore flushes out. Pick and roll between Carrington and Thomas. Carrington, not enough space, but Thomas. And 1! Alyssa Thomas! Cuts by the defense. What a pass by Dejanay. And Gravit, who helped them get to this position, might have knocked them out of this ball game. Thomas just needs to hit 1. First one's up and rattles out. Gravit the board. Now Chicago, destiny in their hands. Are we going to end it here, or is triple overtime in our future? Ionescu Spins off. Mool right there. Good defense by Nika. Gets the board. Puts it up from half court. And she sinks it! She sinks it! Half court heave! Wow! The craziest buzzer beater I've seen. Why are they showing that one? No! Show the other one! What are you doing? Wow! From like 3/4 court. Nika Mule. Oh, baby. That is craziness. Wow. One of the best finishes you will see. Wow, let's check it out one more time. Actually, let's do this. Photo moments. We'll go to home. We'll go to Nika. It didn't give her that moment. It didn't give her that moment. Whatever. Let's go back. Instant replay. Move out. Come all the way back. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. Come on. Come on. Trying to make a video here. Yeah, look at this. So, okay. So, move all the way out. Hide the UI. I'll go out from this angle. So, Inescu works on Nika. Good defense from Mule, bodying her up. Tough shot. Gets the rebound with like 3.5 left. Takes 2 dribbles up by the free throw line. What a prayer. Answered. That's nuts. Yeah, let's fucking go. That's crazy. That is a crazy way to end the game. I'll check on some stats here after that nuts buzzer beater, and I am loving what I am seeing on this screen. Leah Edwards, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, a block and a steal, 53% or 54% from the field. You gotta feel ecstatic about that. Dejanay Carrington having a career year with 12 points per game, 5 rebounds per game. Not going to give you much of assists, but the steals are great. And look at these shooting splits. I mean, these are going to taper off at some point, but demolishing career years for Dejanay Carrington. Nellie Ewing off the bench. She's been the scoring spark that we thought maybe Mabry would be, shooting 50% from the field, 42% from 3, 11 points per game. Really coming along. The 11th overall pick in 2025, finally getting some heavy playing time. She's done awesome with it. Angel Cook, in her first taste of WNBA action, had that game winner in the first game we saw from her. 9 points per game, 3 rebounds, a couple assists. Again, really doing it all and shooting really, really well in all 3 phases of the game. Nika Mool, her first season over here, doing exactly what we want her to do. Would love for her to shoot better, but yeah, free throw percentage is going to go back. But if she takes these shots from the other free throw line, she'll make them more often than not, it seems. Alyssa Thomas slowing down a little bit. 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 7 points. Fine. Field goal percentage is down from where it was before, but again, she is awesome. Marina Mabry off the bench, not shooting as well. Again, the 3-point percentage is going to come up, so I'm going to think she's going to get about 10 points per game again. This time back on the second unit, and then DeWanna Bonner off the bench, doing all right. Nelson Adota, 47% from the field, which is great. Definitely demolishing career highs there. And yeah, just basically doing on pace for what she did last year. So you love to see it. All right, against the Liberty later on in the year. We have a 3-point lead with about 2 minutes left to go. We'll see if we can get a couple buckets, close this thing out. Marina Mabry on the floor. And she's going to jack one up and drains it to give us a 6-point lead. And that's exactly the type of buckets I am looking for to try to close this thing out. Kelsey Mitchell, former Fever, now part of the Liberty. Gray, she gives them the 3 ball. We are back to where we started. All right. Edwards, let's see, give her the ISO. Again, we play mostly through our guards late, which I don't know if I like that, but that's 2K. Just everyone goes to post up with your big or an ISO with your guard. Edwards, just pure butter off the glass. She called it. I heard it. Gives us the 5-point lead. Oh, great cross by Mitchell, and she runs into Edwards. They have the switch. They want to try to take advantage of it. They would go over to Williams, but they just drive right off of Edwards. She can't hold Mitchell. 3-point game again. Angel Cook back in the ball game. Starters, Nika Mule not feeling her best apparently. Alyssa Thomas offensive board. Puts it up. Stewart with a good defense. And Edwards there again. 7 seconds. Edwards thought about a 3. She doesn't pass it up. She might have to take it. Cook's going to be doing the honors, and she misses. Stewart with the board. 3-point game. Copper. Don't want to leave her open, especially in this type of circumstance. Stewie back to Mitchell, who misses the 3. Thomas with it, and they're going to give it to Angel Cook. Won't quite ice this game. It's going to be Nika Mole again. Get it to Nika. She's fouled. We'll go to the free throw line. 1 makes the 2-score game. I would love 2, though. And Nika misses that when she struggled from the free throw line. We saw her stats for around 50-something%. And, of course, whatever ailment she has, aiding in her poor free throw ability, it seems. Copper driving on Cook. Oh, cooked her. And now it's a 2-point game. Got to make free throws, and now Dejanay will do the honors. And loving, again, for anyone who's watched during the Wizards, love the fact we can just jump in and watch some gameplay, dude. It's been, obviously, we got the moment. Game winners we've already seen. One in the playoffs, we saw that crazy half-court heave earlier. I think adding the gameplay just makes these series so much more immersive and so much more fun. It actually makes you care about the players that are on. And again, I've enjoyed doing the WNBA stuff. I hope you guys are as well. Again, make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, I guess. I don't really say that in my videos, but I probably should, right? That's what they say. If you hear it, you do it. And I like those things. Also, comment. I love interacting with you guys. Definitely drop a comment. Talk about the series, A-series, all that fun stuff. Also, fun fact, that the day I'm recording this, which I think this episode's going out Friday, played some Rockies today. Edited some Rockies today. Won't quite be ready to go for another week or so, but Rockies could be coming back pretty soon. All right, jumping in late here against the Aces. Tie ball game. Each team's going to get at least 1 possession. And this is the team that won the championship, a team we beat in the championship 2 seasons ago. Plum misses. Thomas with the rebound. Can we win it here against the defending champs? Ewing, had a lane. Pulls it back out. 5 out. Ewing, past Plum. Can't hit it. And timeout taken by the Aces. She had the angle, but she wasn't able to drop it in. Now Ewing goes to the bench. Plum gets it out far. She has to jack it up. It's up. Misses. Overtime here in Connecticut against the Aces, who boast the league's best player. And again, one of the best teams still. And we actually helped them out in their championship pursuit. Getting Sophie Cunningham off of our books onto their books. Because especially with the team that they had, they were going to keep players around. They needed some financial stability. They weren't going to be able to kind of add on the margins. So let's see. 4-point game. keep it going. 1-point game. We'll jump back in here. All right, perfect spot for us to come into. Timeout immediately. Love to see that. They have a Leo Edwards playing point guard. That might be why.
Timeout. Start it.
Probably a good reason why to call a timeout. Maybe not have her play point guard, but also, like, stop being a stupid video game and just whatever. Okay. Also sees Cardoso out 2 to 4 months with a fractured right arm. Oh, a steal. Ryan Howard cooks them 1 draft pick, and Plum gives them a 3-point lead. No. Oh, not only do we drain both of our timeouts, but we give up the lead, or not give the lead, but we let the lead grow. It's tough. That is big tough. All right, now we need a 3 here to tie things up, and it's not looking good. Edwards versus Wilson. Yeah, guess who won that battle? I'll give you 1 second. Nika for the tie. Misses. And that's going to do it. Now we're going to lose this one to the Aces. We'll see you in the next one. We're here right before the All-Star game. Let us check on the league, on us. Let's start with the standings first. WNBA standings. As the 4th best team in the entire league. The Aces just ahead of everybody else, but the Mercury has come through, and they've had a pretty big resurgence, led by Courtney Williams, Anna Dawkins, Alyssa Peely, who's finally getting some real playing time here with the squad, and she's having a career year as that is. Sika Kone continues to be a very good player, and Ezzy Magmagor, one of the better defenders in the entire league. Mystics ahead of us, and then obviously us. Let's check on what Jillian Johnson, but as you're a person, I was intrigued with 7 rebounds as a wing, just a really solid player. Cameron Brink in her first year, 15 points per game, 9 rebounds per game, really doing it all defensively. And Brianna Jones continues to struggle, it seems. So we got off of that contract, but they are playing particularly well. Fever right behind us, and their stacked roster. Wings, Lynx, Liberty would round out the playoff team. Storm, Sky, Dream, Sparks, the lower end of that spectrum. We will do player stats first. For us, it is Leah Edwards, about 17 points per game. Carrington around 12, and Nellie Ewing around 10. With Cook behind them. Mule about 7 points per game. And the likes there. Rebounding, it is Nelson Adota, Carrington, Thomas, and Edwards over 4 rebounds, with Edwards and Thomas at 7 and 9 respectively. 5 assists for Alyssa Thomas, 4 assists for Nick Mule, and 3 assists for Mabry and Ewing off the bench. Steals, Edwards, Thomas, Mule over 1 a game. Edwards 1.4 rebound blocks per game, and shooting like 60% from the field. Very nice. League leaders. Caitlin Clark leading the leading scoring at 20 points per game, followed by Stewart, Wilson, Anescu, and Plum. Everyone scoring 17 or higher, with Edwards right there at 6th in the league. Right behind them, Rakea Jackson, another player we were looking to acquire. She is right behind all of them. Edwards against 6th in rebounds, with Collier, Brink, Reese, Stewart, and Asia Wilson above her. Assists, it's Clark, Anescu, Courtney Williams, then Alyssa Thomas, tied with Kelsey Plum. Steals, Kennedy Carter and Asia Wilson at 1.4, and then Horston above them. Brink at 1.7, Agunbawale at 1.8, and Brianna Stewart at 1.9, and then blocks 1.7 for Brink, 1.5 for Stewart. So these are your 2 defensive player of the years right here. That's going to be the race, and Wilson probably right behind them, just with the stocks being what they are. And that is going to be with Edwards against 6. So just outside the top 5 in blocks, rebounds, and points per game. Take it. We will take it. Well, let's look at, again, we're getting these wild trades. Let's take a look at the All-Star game and see who represents us. Yeah, looks like we're getting another pretty good All-Star game. And let's jump right in and then check out the rosters before we get into it. So first, let's hit here, and we'll hit here. So it looks like it is. Oh, they won't show us the box score though. All right, so it's Team Brianna. So Brianna Stewart has Kelsey Plum, Rakea Jackson, Brianna Stewart, obviously, Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Edwards, so representing Team Brianna. Angel Reese, Caleb McBride, Aaliyah Boston, Dejanay Carrington, another all-star for us on this team. Cheyenne Parker-Tyus, Alyssa Thomas, our third all-star, all on Team Brianna. And then Team Asia has Satu Sabali, Missa Pilley, Kennedy Carter, Courtney Williams, Sabrina Ionescu, Kayla Holton, the first overall pick from last year, Sika Kone, Nafisa Collier, Cameron Brink, Jackie Young, Jewel Lloyd, and Asia Wilson. So we are Team Brianna at the moment. So we're rooting for the pink team with all of our players out there. And I don't think any of them are on. Looks like it is Aaliyah Edwards on the floor there. Cam Brink, a three-pointer, misses. Also having some cheese and crackers, so don't mind me. I'm pretty hungry. Lovely. Legal screen by Aaliyah Boston. Stays 3-point game. Team Brianna up ahead. All right. Now I'm done being unprofessional. There's just one of our all-stars on the court right now, and that is a three-pointer to tie things up from Jewel Lloyd. She is a rock star. She really is. Clark gets the screen from Edwards, misses the three ball. Cam Brink tracks it down up to Asia Wilson. And she'll take it herself before she hands off to Ionescu. Ionescu and Asia Wilson. That's a pick and pop tandem, pick and roll tandem that precedes all other pick and roll tandems for sure. I think supersedes the word I'm looking for there. See, I know words sometimes, but not all the times. Clark, leaner. Nope. Ionescu again. Couple missed shots by Caitlin Clark and Team Brianna. I guess it's Brianna, I think, right? And is that Jewel Lloyd again? Dog. Jewel Lloyd, absolute salve. Clark, another illegal screen? Yes, it is. Another illegal screen, and Team Brianna just absolutely folding at the moment. Folding like a lawn chair. Things you don't like to see. That. And then Clark is going to foul Ionescu. And if we get in the free throw game, I think we're just going to maybe watch one free throw, but after that, it's going to be bye-bye time. This recording is already like 2 hours long. Usually the recordings are like 1:45. I'm able to chop, or an hour 45. Usually able to chop off like good 45 minutes to an hour of it. Next cue, hit them both. Need a main three or I'm not watching. Brianna. All right, she said. Keep your eyes glued, buddy. Keep your eyes glued. I guess we'll watch these free throws. Big shot from Brianna Stewart. First is good. Oh. Yep, we're on the game sound for that one. My bad. Second is good. Okay. So unprofessional. Just eating. But I'm hungry. I'm not waiting. I'm not gonna lie. Love you guys, but you understand. Kayla McBride. Boom. Okay. Intrigue definitely peaked now. And they're going to go right to Jewel Lloyd, who's going to shoot free throws here. She hit the 2 threes to get them into this position. Hits the free throw. Up by 2. Lloyd hits the second. Up by 3 now. No timeouts. Can't advance the ball. It's going to be Plum. Going to probably take a contested long 3. And misses it. So Team Asia is your victor. Came into the start of this one down 3. Leave it up 3. Yeah, let's check out our players. Because that's who we care about. Leah Edwards, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists on 6 of 8 shooting. Nice. Dejanay Carrington, 2 points, made her 1 field goal in 6 minutes. Double nice. Lissa Thomas, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, triple nice. And that was it. So that is going to do it for the All-Star festivities in 2027. So here are the standings so far. As we head to the what's the word I am looking for? Trade deadline. It looks like the Aces and the Fever won the Commissioner's Cup, so that means they clinch a playoff berth, I believe. I guess that would be the indicator there. Either way, we're now 5th. We have a 1-game lead against the Wings, and things have to go really poorly for us to miss the playoffs. Like really, really, really poorly for us to miss the playoffs. But we're going to look at, again, trade deadline coming up. I'm not sure if we are going to make any moves, but kind of where are we in certain aspects of the game. Right now, we're dead middle in points per game and dead middle in points allowed per game. We have a point differential of 0.1. So we have given up basically as many points as we have scored. We are 3rd in the league in team field goal percentage. However, we are 3rd worst in the league in 3-point percentage. Free throws, we're getting to the line a whole bunch, but we're are the worst free throw shooting team. Still 78%, which is really, really good, but not getting a lot of free throws. We're not getting a whole bunch of offensive rebounds. Is seen there. Defensive rebounds, however, we're the best defensive rebounding team in the game. And rebounds as a whole, we're about 5th. So what we're looking at, maybe outside shooting and maybe a shooter. 1 extra to add. We are 2nd in assists per game. We are 3rd in steals per game. We are middle of the pack in blocks. We are turning the ball over more than every team but 2. We're fouling kind of in the middle. And we're not capitalizing on turnovers. We are capitalizing on second chance points. And we are scoring in the paint. Our bench is the 7th best bench in the game. So yeah, opponent's field goal percentage. We are a top defensive team. But we are giving up the 3-point ball. So what we're looking for, maybe a shooter on the bench. We look at our team, can we internally help that? I mean, Erhan can shoot. Maybe we give her some run. But let me see what's out there. I'll go to the coach's screen if we don't make a move. But if you do make a move, you'll see me. So we'll be back. Here we are at the screen. We're going to move Nellie Ewing over to the starting point guard again. She's just shooting way too well, playing way too well. We're going to make her the starting point guard. See how that works. Carrington, Cook, Thomas, Edwards, things are staying the same. Nika Mole's going to jump down. We're also going to give Jackie Erhan some run. Again, a really good shooter. So we'll see if she can play. We're going to drop DeWanna Bonner's minutes down a little bit and see if that's the play. So that's what we're going to do through the trade deadline, and that is going to be it. Let's find a couple of these games, see if we can jump into one, and then we have playoffs coming up soon. All right, so here we are, last day of the season. We have pretty much clinched the 5 seed. We'll be taking on the Mystics in the first round, or the Mercury, again, depending on how these last days go. We're going to look at this game. The Storm need to win to get potentially into the playoffs. The Sky, the Lynx are also kind of on the outside. And Liberty are done. The Dream are done. The Sparks are done. So we'll see what we do here. Final game of the season. Jump out to a nice lead. We're getting murdered and start the quarters, and then coming back and winning. And that is going to be the ball game. 75-63. Mule 14 points, and then 10 points for Erhan, who came out, and it was exactly what we needed. So she was awesome. And here we go. MVP is going to be A'ja Wilson for the 38th straight time. Angel Cook, your Rookie of the Year. So we get some hardware. Katie Carlson, your 6th Player of the Year. A'ja Wilson, Defensive Player of the Year. Let's see. I would have given it to Cameron Brink, but we'll let the game decide. Adrian Hernandez, the Most Improved, and A'ja Wilson, your Clutch Player of the Year. Becky Hammond, your Coach. Sean Lee, your Executive. And let's see. First team. It is Wilson, Clark, Stewart, Brink, and Aaliyah Edwards. Shout out Leah Edwards. Satu Sabali, who has a broken leg. It's second team. Angel Reese, second team. Nescu, Kayla Holton, and Nafisa Collier. Second team all at WNBA. Defensive team. It is Wilson, Brink, Stewart, Collier, Reese, Hernandez, Leah Edwards, Awaka Kuyer, Ezzy Magbagor, and Kayla Holton. And then your all-rookie team, Angel Cook, Sabrina Caver, which is funny because it's neither of their third first-round pick. Got it. Kayla Page, JC Phillips. How does she do? Very good. And then Alicia Ball, the number 2 overall pick from Pacific. It's your all-rookie team. Like we said, we are actually going to take on the Mercury. Washington moved all the way up to 3rd, and let's check out our coaching game plan. Well, let's check out some stats before, right? End of season stats, player stats. Here we go. 40 games we played. Anelli Ewing, in the 10 games she started, looks like she bumped these averages up a little bit. Love to see it. Carrington, she was super stuck. Okay, first off, Edwards, 16 points per game, 9 rebounds per game, just absolutely stud, solid. So glad we have her. Ewing, basically doing the stats she had last year, basically mimicking the year, maybe a little bit more efficient, a couple more, definitely helped in the playmaking and passing. Turnovers were lower. Really a nice step up for Anelli Ewing. Carrington started off having a really good career year, kind of went back into her career average, or what we've seen of her over the last 3-4 years. So it's another solid season from Dejanay Carrington. Angel Cook, her first year playing, she was awesome. I would love to see those averages go up, and those will go up. Jackie Erhan came on the floor and absolutely smoked competition in 9 minutes a game, shooting the lights out. In 10 games, this is a great sample size. She probably made her way into our playoff rotation. Marina Mabry never quite got the three-point shot to get back to where it was, a career low, at least if you're talking over the last few years in that department. But yeah, it was solid. Probably dropped her minutes down a little bit. Nika Moole was fine, but that free throw percentage not where it needs to be. The field goal and three-point lower than expected, but came out with 4 assists per game. Started most of the year. Alyssa Thomas doing Alyssa Thomas thing. She's a defensive warrior, but you can see she's on the decline. On the bench, Nelson Adoda was fine. DeWanna Bonner probably out of the playoff rotation, and Rashia Randall she will be out of the playoff rotation also. So let us go to coaching, coach game plan. Here's how we are going to set things up. We are going to go a 9-woman rotation. We're going to let me move these minutes around, and I'll be back once it is to my liking. So Ewing's going to get 29 minutes, Carrington 24, 22 for Cook, 32 for Thomas, 35 for Edwards. We're going to be playing through our bigs. And then Mabry, 18 off the bench with Moole, 12 for Nelson Adoda, 10 for Jackie Erhan. Nothing for Bonner. We'll play that by ear. But let us go. It's the first round against Phoenix. Simulate with Simcast. Simulate game 1. Again, it's first to win 2. And we're going to be in Phoenix for the first game. And we're on a big run here. We'll slow it up a bit. Make sure no one comes back. Would love to win round 1. That'd be awesome, especially in our Reconstruction year. Game's getting close. And we roll through. So first playoff games for Leah Edwards with the Sun, 16 and 11, 6 for 9 shooting. Nice. Erham, look at that, 13 points in 11 minutes. She's just a microwave. And the reason we won this game, plus 12. And Ewing, minus 12. And maybe I like her better on the bench. We'll see. We'll keep it as is for now. Good showing for the Sun. Home in Connecticut. A huge third quarter puts us up by 17. Going to the fourth quarter up big. And we will hold on and we will take down the Mercury. 23 and 19 for Edwards. Ewing played a lot better. Mule played great. What did Erhan do? 1 for 6 shooting, but we'll take it. That's fine. 20 plus 25 for Alyssa Thomas. A half triple-double, basically. And, yeah, Ewing, Edwards, phenomenal. And we move on to the next round. Okay. Simulate the round. So we have Chicago, who beat the Aces. Are the Aces at full strength? It looks like they are. No Jonquel Jones, but this is still a really good team. And we get Chicago, who Ionescu, Atkins, is a good squad, but definitely was missing something, missing a decent amount off the bench. We'll see how we match up with them. I can see us going to the finals. It's Dallas and Indiana on the other side. The Mystics go down, and Minnesota goes down as well. All right, game 1. Us against Chicago. Chicago bullying us to begin. We're coming back, however, and big fourth quarter, they put us away. All right. Ewing, 17 points, 14 for Edwards, 11 for Carrington, and then Ionescu had 20, 14 for Stevens and Atkins, and 12 for Cardoso. All right. Game 2 of the WNBA semifinals. 2 Eastern teams, and this one looks like it's a good one. Maybe not. All right, we're going to jump in right here with 2-point game, 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. Let me do our adjustments. All right, let's roll. Okay. Ewing's going to foul Ionescu. She will go to the line. Trying to avoid going down 2-0 in this series. Would love for us to not go 2-0 in this series. For me personally, feel a little better. Ewing with it. She looks like our go-to scorer in these situations. Oh, gets free a little bit. Goes through. All right. Keeps us at the 1-point game. 21 points for Nellie Ewing. I think she just adds this firecracker dynamic that we don't get from anybody else, really. No Edwards on the floor. Wonder if she is fouled out. Atkins in the corner. Had a game winner against Chicago with us in our championship run. Now plays for Chicago. And I sure hope she doesn't hit a game winner against us here. That would suck. 2 lowered seeds advance. Oh, Nelson Adota, you gotta go up with it. Oh, Ewing spin cycle. God damn. That was crazy. Crazy move. That was awesome. Ionescu. She's spinning, and she can't hit it. Nelson Adota the rebound. Dejanay Carrington pushes up court. Trying to distance themselves. Gets the screen by Cook. Thomas passes back out. Angel Cook. Leaner. Tough shot. Would have liked to see the ball move around a little bit more. Up by 1. Nescu gets free, and she sinks it. Timeout called by Connecticut. Alrighty. Ewing flashes to the corner. They give it to her. Goes right at Nescu. Tough layup. She misses. Agumake up to Atkins. They try to now get the 3-point or even more lead. And with Ionescu with the ball, it can be or more pretty quick. Can't go under that screen. Oh. That's a big dagger. That is a nuts dagger. This is the team that we went to double OT with earlier this year. Ewing, back in it. Just like that. All right. Poor defense for poor defense. We'll trade there gladly. And we're going to free throws apparently. Here we go. Free throws it is. Nescu, the first is up. First is good. All right, 83-80, the score. Down by 3. Carrington with the ball in the corner. Cook, Ewing, thought about it. She pulls it. Miss. And the Sky are going to take a 2-0 series lead against Connecticut. Sun need to go, 3-0? Best of 5 in round 2. And the 8 seed. Beat the 1 seed and have the 5 seed on the brink of elimination early on. All right, here we go. Do or die. Don't want to get swept. Would like to at least get a game here. And that is not going to happen. We're going to get swept. And 2027 comes to a close. And this is what it looks like. Chicago in the finals against the Fever. Fever win game 1, game 2, game 4, and game 5. And Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, am I going to give this to Angel Reese? I think I will. There you go. She played better, I think. Alrighty. That's it. So we will see you next time. We have some work to do, but we have the blueprints again. We reconstructed, and I'm excited as ever for this team. We will see you next time here with some more Sun Thank you for watching. See you next time.